Wee! Wee! The history of the roller coaster dates back to the Russian ice slides built in the mid-1600s. These slides first appeared during the 17th century throughout Russia, with a particular concentration in the area of what would become St. Petersburg. The structures were built out of lumber with a sheet of ice several inches thick covering the surface. Riders climbed the stairs attached to the back of the slide, sped down the 50-degree drop, and ascended the stairs of the slide that laid parallel to the first one. The slides gained favor with the Russian upper class, and some were ornately decorated to provide entertainment. During the winter festival season, slides were built between 70 and 80 feet high, stretched for hundreds of feet, and accommodated many large sleds at once. A few hundred years later, they made roller coasters that locked cars to the track. Russes of Belleville was the first roller coaster to lock cars to the track. It is known that by 1817, two coasters were built in France called the Les Montagnes, Russes of Belleville, and Promenades, Aeriennes, the aerial walk, both of which featured cars that lock cars to the track in some manner. They would lock the cars by having axles slide into a groove cut in the track. They were designed so that the axle of each car fit into an open area carved in the side of the track and served as an equivalent to the modern-day upstop wheel. The world's first looping coaster with a 13-foot diameter loop was imported to France from England. The coaster was located in Frascati Gardens in Paris, France. The hill was 43 feet high, had a 13-foot wide loop, and went through numerous tests before humans were allowed on. The layout was simple. The rider rode down the gentle slope on a small cart through a small metal circle. In 1872, the Hotel Tunnel in Pennsylvania was completed and provided a new, easier way for railroad owners to transport coal down the mountain. The Manch Chuck switchback railway in the mountains of Pennsylvania was America's first roller coaster. Previously, 2,322 feet of track had been used to bring coal directly down the mountainside. The old track stood idle for a few months, but in 1873 the railroad reopened for business, carrying passengers instead of coal. It was a success and carried over 35,000 passengers per year. The railway offered spectacular views of the Lehigh River and the Blue Ridge Mountains for the region's visitors to see. The area became a large 19th century tourist attraction, and people came from all over to be thrilled by the MCR because of its popularity. Especially excursion trains from New York and New Jersey were created to help bring people to America's first roller coaster. Sadly, the Jersey Central canceled all runs in the Manch Chuck in 1922. Today, roller coasters are more advanced than the roller coasters back then. Some of the roller coasters today can get as high as 420 feet high, such as the Dragster roller coaster, Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio. The fastest roller coaster today, though, is the Kingda Ka. The Kingda Ka is almost an exact replica of the top Thrill Dragster, except it is 8 miles an hour faster and has an extra hill at the end of the ride. The Kingda Ka is also much taller than the top Thrill Dragster. In fact, it is 36 feet taller. It comes first in almost all the roller coaster records. The Kingda Ka is just about the most intense roller coaster in America. Beep, 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 boop.